of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Slot man moves right. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The Falcons now at 2-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Black Ultra.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A first down carry now for Miller.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
We're scoreless after one. Two yards left on second down from the 9. Again, it's Miller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On the counter, it's Miller. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 24, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Fields. Setting up the screen for Miller. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to trip.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Falcons 0. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll score that a third. Punt and control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Fields on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football,
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Running left is Miller.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here's Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll try the right side here with Miller. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Fields now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, still throwing here with a big third-quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
From a yard out.
And the Falcons take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
To throw is Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just touchdown.
A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Fields. Going up top. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's Fields. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Bears 42, Falcons 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, 76.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Goff out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He's going deep for Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st down, it's gone. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff towards the end zone for Brown. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
Because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
We go tonight.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football. He's got a man, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Bears.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the